Hey guys, today we're going to be starting a playthrough on Dragonage Origins. The thing I'm going to like about doing this playthrough is I'm not going to stop with just this game. I plan on playing... I'll stop for this cutscene, sorry.
Which brought the darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the darkspawn drove at us again and again.
Was the falling first a height joke? I feel like it might have been.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
You just wiped blood off your face with a bloody shirt. The hell is wrong with you? I'm just gonna add more blood to your face. Are we good now? Okay. I'm not gonna do anything specific, but like I was saying before the cutscene started, was what I'm gonna do. Just continue. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play through this game, then I'm gonna play through the second game, and then I'm gonna play through Dragonage Inquisitions. So when this playthrough is done, it's not the end of the playthrough series, because I'm gonna continue it with the other games. Let's go strength up 2, dexterity for that armor up 2, and willpower up 1. I don't, that's just stealing. I want to be a two-handed weapon guy. I normally do better with 2 hands than I do 1. If you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah. No, no. Too soon? Okay, I'm sorry. We'll do normal. I hope you guys are liking the videos that have been going up so far. This one's coming out on the 14th, which for you guys is today. Tomorrow we're gonna end up having
For generations, your
I don't know.
family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the land,
I think we're gonna have
earning the loyalty
some more Borderlands.
justice and
I don't know.
temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire,
No, Happy Wars is gonna be on Monday.
embattled kings of your
Tomorrow's gonna be some Happy Wars.
Today,
And I know I'm talking over this guy. I'm sorry.
House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow.
Hi, Daddy.
I apologize.
You're not my daddy. The one you're talking to is my daddy.
No, no. The appearance of the dark
Sup,
storm in
Pop?
the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, that we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, Dad.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Kind of want to be a dick to him, but I'll be nice.
Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Yeah, I'll take her to Pound Town.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior.
I feel like that's an assumption of my dick size.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you.
Is he calling me a pup? I'll kick your ass, old man.
No,
Nah, I'll
that's
do my
fine.
best, old man.
Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away? Yes. There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan.
Hopefully these videos won't be too long, because I know the beginning of this game is a lot of cutscenes like this.
To be a guest within your hall, Tyranus.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently.
Haha, little do you know, 2 of them are present.
Of course.
Haha.
But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol.
I'm a very cocky asshole. I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
I really want to say that one, because I really don't care. Yeah.
They are the heroes of legend. Who
Yes, I
entered
fucking
life
know.
and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilman.
Will you shut up?
Might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about. I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find,
I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need your permission.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone? In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Whatever.
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
So he's ignoring his son and doing his wife. Sounds about right. Okay. Let's go find him. He's this way, so let's go through this door. Upstairs. Oh.
There you are. Your mother told me the town had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me?
Your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in.
It's because he's a
Even
badass.
Ferrari hounds, they listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'll go collect him.
Before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter's settled, shall we?
Shut up.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Yes, I know. To the kitchen. Do I get food after this? I better get food.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder. But mistress, it won't let us near. If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
You are not a nice person.
We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Maybe you should close the fucking door. Yeah.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
By doing what you're paid to do.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Go ahead.
Please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
You know what? Just because you're a bitch to my dog, I'm out. Peace. Okay, I should probably go back. Kinda need my dog. I feel like she might try and kill him. Alright, come here, boy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish with the dog and talk to my brother, and it's probably gonna end this video, guys. I'm sorry for the shortness because of all the damn cutscenes. You are one ugly mutt. Yeah, I'm nice to the dog.
No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits.
Thank you for narrating what he's doing.
He's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
The fuck is your problem? Oh, just a dog. I don't know. You know what? AG. How do I attack? Oh, okay. Okay, dude, they're fucking rats.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound
Well, of course it's the start of a bad adventure tale.
He wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Except, not bad. This is a pretty decent game. Yeah, it certainly looks that way. Yeah, my dog isn't a mongrel.
But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
You go do that. A deep mushroom. There's nothing else in here. Nope. I'm really tempted.
his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Yeah.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants.
I don't
I
care.
expect those filthy things are dead.
No shit.
Bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Oh, quit being so heartless.
Start with the sad eyes.
Who's protecting
I'll leave
you?
Your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Be nice to my dog.
Thank you, Mike. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Alright, now I gotta go find my brother. Anything else to loot? Nope. Let's go.
Good evening, my lord.
Shut up. Of course.
And my dear Bryce,
Oh yeah, this is my mother.
the Marquis who gave it to him was
Mom!
Stand and Mr.
Shut up.
Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Hey, the kitchen staff.
Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner.
Well, maybe you should clean your castle once in a while. Did you ever think of
I
that?
think we last met at your mother's spring salad.
Sure.
Kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Oh, probably.
In front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron? I believe you two sparred in the last tournament.
Yeah, and I probably kicked his ass.
Handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, Lord.
My lady in waiting, Iona. Do you
Well,
say
hello,
something,
sweetheart.
dear?
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
I'll go back to my chambers.
But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing.
The previous question is still in play.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear.
I'm sorry that there aren't any subtitles, guys.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Yeah, I'll probably talk to my brother. And then I'll probably end the video, guys. Yo, bro, what's up, homie?
That sword, Oren. I'll
A
get you
sword?
the mightiest one I can find, I
A
promise.
fucking sword?
Back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
He sounds like a douche.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
Wow. I prefer my freedom, thank you very much.
Who can handle you. Mark my
Really hope my girlfriend doesn't see this.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Riding a fucking griffin?
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
No, but you need to fucking get your child to have a fucking brain.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
He didn't. Oh yeah.
Charles' men are delayed. You'd think his men
Oops.
were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many
Sorry?
darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
Did you take her to Pound Town before?
That you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
You know what? A good shoulder would be more useful.
And preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands, and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
I feel like that said
Bring us some
shield,
ale
not
and
sword,
wenches
though.
While you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, make
So a
it
whore.
I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Boys will be boys, mother. Yeah.
How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough.
Until I leave to be a Grey
Well,
Warden.
You'll want to get an early night. Much to do tomorrow.
Even though you guys probably have played this game before, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm sorry? What just happened? If this is where I think I am, guys, I think I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I'll let this cutscene play out and then I'll stop it after. I'm sorry. I know I'm a dick. But you're gonna have to wait a few days to see this. Well, see the next part, rather. What's wrong, boy? There's something out there. Don't know why I turned British.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
That blood splatter, though. And that's where I cut it, guys. I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed. Remember to sub, like, and comment if you did do so. And remember to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, guys, have a great day.